Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is time for yet another exciting live cup from Mushroom Wars 2. Hope you are ready to spend a whole day watching some great matches with me and my good friend Stannis here. But today, before we get into it, I just want to give you a quick overview. It's the finale for the October 2024 1v1 Cup. I'm Join Sadeki, your Herald of Greatness, and like I said, I've got with me today Stannis. Stannis, it's good to see you, man. Welcome.
Really nice to see you, everybody. I am a good friend of Join Sideki, who I met today and do not know the meaning of the name of. But anyway, great friends. We're lovely, two lovely peas and one giant mushroom spot.
Yeah.
Lovely to be here. It's my third stream. You might have caught it in English or in Russian previously, and hopefully we will see some of the giants, some of the titans, some of the amazing people who build the building, the castle, the world of Mushroom Wars to just shake it from the foundation and just paint history today. Paint history on the canvas of the universe and have the mushroomist, the worst time to us too.
I'm
Joins?
100%. If we don't see the shaking of the foundation of Mushroom Wars today, I will say it's a massive failure. So I'm all for that. But
Yeah.
let's see, before we get into the matches, let's see. Why don't we start off quick with an overview of the event, how we got here, bring everybody up to speed that's watching. Plus, we got a couple minutes, and I know people are going to start filtering in before we actually get into the meat and potatoes of the day.
Yes, let me bring down the smackdown of telling you what happened yesterday. Yes. Yesterday was day one of the Cup with 79 players participating and registered for a single elimination bracket. Each of our participants battled in a best of 5 matchup, whittling down the entrance until the top 4 finalists are left. And those are the guys that we'll see today, who are all names you've heard many times before, have been screaming out in anger or whispering during your sleep. Those are the amazing guys that'll go head to head live until we crown our new champion, who might be one of the older champions and also might be one of the future champions. It's like a transcendent and through time championship that just goes from hands to hands, from one titan to the other.
Yeah, they passed the crown back and forth. You're not wrong. The top 4 people, I can give you guys a list today. We got Top Farina, we got Sexy Vostok, we got Hidden 11, and we got Iva Seda. And they're 4 members. I mean, you put it very well. They are Titans that have crowned each other, passed it back and forth, continually show up in past cups, and I'm sure we'll see them in cups in the future as well. Just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, let's see, give you some of the details about them. Our last cup winner was Top Farina, so he's one of the top 4 today. So it's kind of him defending his championship, if you will. And then as far as the other 3, Vostok, we've known Vostok for a long time. He came third last cup. Another great player. Hidden 11, we got 3 different clans representing already. Hidden 11, he was second last cup, I believe. He almost beat Top Tennessee, Top Farina in the finals last game. That was another really exciting one. If y'all didn't see it, check out their YouTube replay. But he's been playing for a couple years now. And Iva Seda's no young sprout. He's been around playing the game as well for a long time too. I think since maybe 3-4 years. He was in the finales back in 2021. He was in the cups in 2022 as well. Again, a good Russian player that we've had for a long time here. But taking a look at today's matches, a few of them beat out some other top players yesterday. I don't know if everybody was around. I'm sure a lot of folks checking out in chat here that are joined now probably played yesterday. If you did, you can check out the bracket on Battlefy just to see. I went through them earlier today and yesterday just to look at what happened, some of the upsets. I know we had Vampire, we had Wu Destic, we had Hidden One, all of these matchups against different players, and all of them knocked out by people in today. So some looks like some contentious 5-game matches yesterday too. So I'm interested if anybody in chat saw more, or maybe you got knocked out yesterday. If you want to talk about it, let us know how it goes. If that makes you one whoever beat you to not win, tell us. We will root right alongside you for that person.
I have a question. So, did Tennessee become Fiorina now?
Yeah.
Or is it like a double name?
Yeah, I think he used to go by Top Tennessee, and somewhere in the last 2 months he changed his name to Top Farina.
Do you know? Is it like? Does it come from the word fury or from the word fur?
Like animal fur, like hair.
Yeah,
right?
like maybe is it like a furry kind of situation, or is it like a fury of the Tennessee kind of situation? I really wonder. If anybody knows in the chat, please tell me.
Yeah. I'm curious too. I whenever players change their names, I'm always like the last to find out. So I was literally yesterday being like, "Oh, who's Farina? He must be a new player. Congratulations to him." And Dark was like, "No, that's Tennessee." I was like, "Oh, of course it is. It's the guy that won last cup. Just changed his name, trying to sneak in here, confuse me."
I've been told many times by Anepa to always remind people about liking the stream, because if we get 100 likes, everybody gets a promo code for 1,000 gems. Everybody, and I mean everybody, anybody who can take a promo code and do things with it that need to be done, will get 1,000 gems. So please drop likes on these streams, and just call your family, everybody who has a YouTube account. If your grandma has an email, you can make her like 3 or 4 YouTube accounts, and she can like the stream. So press it now.
Yeah, and the time it takes you to listen to us go through the rest of the rules, you could have made 6 accounts and won thousands of gems from us. So come on, do your part.
Okay, now I need to explain the rules. Am I?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes. Okay, so let's go for the rules. Today's starting matches will be best of 5, single elimination except for the 3rd place and 1st place matches, which will be best of 9. That's much longer than 5. It's exactly 4 more than 5. DarkDagger, our community manager, will invite each pairing to all matches during the stream. Players will be assigned random mirrored heroes, so only skill matters, and your familiarity with a particular hero here. There will be a random map pool of 15 maps that all players will play on. Only maps from the map pool are allowed. In case of a tie, the map will be replayed in King of the Hill mode, so if you like King of the Hill, you better be praying for people to be going neck and neck so that they have to play that King of the Hill. And the starting map will be D100 in Conquest mode, which we all, of course, love dearly. Random modes will also be assigned to each game. If there is a rematch on a map due to a tie, players will play on the same map in King of the Hill mode with the new mirrored heroes, not the same hero. So maybe if you can just squeeze past a hero that you're not so good on, you can wait for another one to be dropped to play another mirror match, and that one might just be your favorite, and then you can just win.
Definitely. Let's go up to the map pool next. I know that Stas just mentioned there is going to be a map pool. Here it is on screen. These are the 15 different maps that will be chosen from today. As we mentioned, it's going to be randomly chosen. They're all going to start on D100, and then the following maps for each of the best of 5 or so on will be chosen randomly whenever we bash the players together. And then, as a reminder, let's jump into tournament mode. I'm sure you're all aware of this, but when we do these cups, we do set things on an even playing field with tournament mode, which is a playing condition. Here's the conditions that you can see, but it sets it as a playing field for all the players. So duration of time is 6 minutes for all the players. There's some extra win conditions if it's played on Conquest or King of the Hill mode, meaning in Conquest you have to have twice as many buildings as the opponent. King of the Hill, you have to have less points than your enemy. And the hero skills are set across the board to level 5 for both players. Passive skills are going to be set to tier 3 automatically, regardless of what tier you're normally at. And then, of course, all hero artifacts are completely disabled. So no extra buffs for your attack, no special moves, none of the scrolls, nothing that you've gotten used to, you top players who really change your character into something completely different. It's playing all by the fairness of the original game here today.
And I can see that people in the chat are already asking for prizes, like Ben Franklin wants a prize too. And prizes are, of course, very important and something that our players really, really love to play for. But of course, the honor is the main thing. But the dollar signs are also very compelling. So for the first place, we're going to have $200 and a 10,000 gems and a first place cup trophy and a first place avatar frame. Look at this. It's gold, and red there are rubies. It says MWC, Mushroom War Champion. It's just all of the swag, all of the reputation. Everybody will look at you when you're walking down the street, whenever you choose to go outside. And the second place, it was going to be $100, 6,000 gems. Second place cup trophy participant avatar frame. They don't look as good, but they're still a pretty hefty amount. And for the third place, we're going to have $50, 2,000 gems. Third place cup trophy, which is already bronze, but I kind of like how it looks. It has like this reddish color to it. And another participant avatar frame. And for the top 8, the last 5 who are not first, second, or third place, still, you're gonna get a complimentary 1,000 gems and the participant frame so people can know that you tried. Well, they're not the only ones who can win stuff today.
Absolutely, no. El Patroni calling up how much you make those gems sound enticing, and I could not agree more. I was like, man, I want to come in first now.
Get yourself some gems.
But let's talk about that it's not just the players, that it's not just them that are going to win. There's other stuff today, too. Everybody in chat, we're going to be having giveaways as well. If this isn't your first stream you've done with us, you know the deal, but we're going to be doing lotteries. So throughout the day, there's going to be random codes that you're going to type into chat, and you're going to get entered into an automatic lottery. So you see the one on screen there now, and the keyword you'd have to type into chat was !love MW2. You type that in chat. You wait a couple minutes, we run the lottery, and then one random person's going to get 1,000 gems. We're going to do that a bunch today, so just keep an eye out for those keywords as they come up. And then there's another one, too. I think I heard something about a special one. Stannis, did you hear anything?
Of course, before the end of the stream, our final lottery will be for a legendary artifact. To enter, you'll have to write a command in chat, but you'll have to be here until the very end of the stream to have a chance of getting that legendary artifact. So don't tell people about the stream unless you want to lower your chance. No, actually tell everybody about this stream. This really goes against all of our interests. Anyway, a legendary artifact can be yours. That is amazing. But right now, we're starting for something different. We're going to start with the first command being !love MW2. Just write it exactly as you see it. Joins, take it away.
Absolutely. I'm going to get mine in just in a second here so that I enter the drawing as well. If you're on there, you might as well do it too, Stannis. But I love the idea, like, maybe you don't want to invite your grandma if you want to increase your chances to win, right?
That grandma is going to steal your gems!
And then Stannis also
like
mentioned
the stream, and she can go away. Don't tell her about the lottery. That's how you do it.
That's what grandmas are good for. Stannis also mentioned you guys are going to want to like the stream, too. We're going to mention that a bunch of times because on top of just the random gems that we are doing as giveaway for lotteries, if we get 100 likes, everybody gets another code, another bonus. It's gonna be huge, but you guys have to do it. Please get us up to 100. Last time we came so close to the number and we didn't get it, so nobody got the extra reward. So this time I'm feeling good though. I'm trust you all to get it done.
And finally, let's take a look at the bracket for today's matches for starting today's games with Top Tennessee versus Sexy Vostok. And it's going to be the first semi-final. The second one will be Hidden 11 versus Ava Sita. I'm hoping I'm reading that right. And anyway, I'm really looking forward to some matches like this. I remember Tennessee and Vostok. It's not the first time they're meeting. Definitely. Let's see who comes out on top today.
Yeah, I'm excited to see some of these matchups too. Just like you said, Vostok coming up against Tennessee is going to be a little bit of a rematch. I know those guys have played plenty of times in the past. It's not an exact rematch. Like, we could get a finals today that was the exact same rematch of last cup, which was Hidden 11 and Tennessee. So that could just be what shows up if Tennessee takes the first matchups and the Hidden 11 takes the second. It would just be a nice, funny coincidence, and these two would really show that they are the top of the bracket across the board for the game this year, coming in hot every time. But we'll find out, man. We'll find out.
Who would you put your hard-earned, extremely vast wealth on? Tennessee or Vostok? Who would you be able to back with all of that crypto, gold, oil, and diamonds that you have?
All of my crypto gold, all of my 10,000 gems, those two. If I were backing one of them, I mean, I got to give it to Tennessee. I think the first match is going to set the tone. He's going to come out swinging. He's going to come out hard. He's going to be defending his title. He's going to be throwing in some special moves, some hacks. He's going to be doing all the things you can't do. It's going to be amazing. That's where I put all my M money for right now, because the last cup, he was pulling out some crazy moves that I know we were all freaking out about. So that's what I'm expecting. But we could see some underdog matches. We could see some slides in from last place, that kind of thing. Maybe they're going to go to fifth match, and then we're going to see some upsets. But who knows? Do you have any?
I'm going to have to back Vostok here then, because I'm sure after the devastation of previous meetings with Tennessee, Vostok has been training in a cave, just like rediscovering his inner Mushroom Wars master, just like with, just tied, blindfolded, not looking at anything, just like pressing on the iPad, feeling the flow of the mushroom army, and just, I am sure, just like if you go back to the roots of the mushrooms in the forest, and after that, you put your hands in the dirt. Let's see, what kind of magic is going to happen here with Pixo on Pixo Mirror Match.
Yeah, first matchup. Here we go, folks. All right, we're starting off, like we said, on D100. Both guys are going to send some cheer to each other and head out easily into their territories. Both spreading almost exactly the same way. You can see both these guys have trained on this map, and they know the general flow and the openers. And both of them are here, going to go for that middle, drop their first UFOs against each other. Going to be a tight race for that bottom village.
It seems like a mirror match to the fullest. It just I see that there's a big wave building up on the side of Vostok. Of course, already 3 villages are painted green. Oh no, I can see Vostok actually is taking back something. Another fight there. We have seen some abilities being dropped.
You can see Tennessee is the first to drop that forge, and it's really worked in his favor. Look at how much the rest of the map has kind of been under his command as he took back the center section from Vostok. Vostok yet to drop a forge. Can't really afford to at this point, because here comes everything. He knows he's lost, and he's out.
That was a very quick fight. And Vostok seems to be basically content with giving up exactly the moment he knows it has been ended for him. And it was very fast. Was it like 20 seconds, 30 seconds?
Yeah, that was like just about a minute. You can see on the replay right here, Vostok's going to make the mistake of upgrading his village over there, and Farina right there is going to convert it to a forge. And at this point, it's all he needed to be able to swing this favor over all that center section over to him.
Yeah, but both UFOs leave.
What was that?
And we're going to see, both UFOs come in and leave, and it seems like everything is about equal, but already Farina has been pushing out pretty quickly. Okay, it's 85 to 70. Already the fighting has begun.
Yeah, it looks like we're playing Trini on a mirrored map here. And everybody is, just like we saw, equal, and then here they're coming for both forges. It's going to be a contentious battle. Tennessee getting in there first. Holds both of them, even though Vostok hits him with the freeze. It's not going to be enough for him to take this back over.
Already, honestly, both forges gone. I wonder if we'll ever even see the third or fourth ability here. It seems like it's another steamroller, because Farina is already taken over 2/3 of the map, and Vostok agrees with me and immediately gives up here as well. Those are some really fast battles.
So fast, right? As soon as you lose those forges, it's almost impossible to get the momentum back to be able to take anything back over. So, kind of the match is done.
What was the moment when Vostok actually lost? I see both forges are lost at the same time. How did that happen if they have the same amount of armies?
If you we'd have to go frame by frame here, but Vostok was about a hair slower to get in. Tennessee was faster with all of his units hitting the forges.
Just APM on Tennessee's hands is just much faster. Just clicking and clicking.
Must be it. Oh, looks like they're both going to have to play Stella this game. to see that.
It's
Tigerella
Tigerella
costume.
versus Stella.
Yeah.
And Vostok has the Tigerella, but does he have what it takes to actually win this one?
Right. Both of them making the correct decision, going for that domination tower first. It's going to give them the highest amount of unit generation compared to just getting up villages by themselves. Tennessee or Farina's getting a large portion of his map over there, but they're pretty equal as far as spreading across the map.
Overall, this map seems both slower and bigger, so I doubt we'll see just as quick a game as we did the first two. And right now, it's kind of hard to tell who is getting the upper hand. But of course, we are waiting for Tennessee to do something crazy, like start taking over the entire map right now. But Vostok does not want to let that happen.
Vostok doing what he can to come out harder this round. You can see trying to do his best to take out more area control, and the first to go for that center dom tower.
Oh,
he's going to get
like
both of them, and Farina is just letting him.
Maybe just feeling bad as well for the previous two matches.
All right, here comes this first. No. He's going to do his own shield block, takes it out easily. 100 units in that village. And that's going to have killed Vostok's morale a little bit. Here comes his retaliation strike. He's going to go past the center for the back line for Vostok.
Oh my god.
1, 2.
Managed to take it back. They're fighting for the tower to the left here. It's 100 green units inside. Farina's not letting it go. I think almost all of the troops that Vostok has have been destroyed inside of that tower. And still nothing there. And a giant wave of Farina's armies is going to try and take over the entire center, and does exactly that.
Does exactly that. Yep. The morale shift there was so in his favor that he could take both of them at once. And here comes for that last dom tower. If he gets it, game's over. He got it. Boom. Steals it.
That was not as fast, but it was definitely fast for a map of this size. I feel like Tennessee has still been bullying. Oh, I'm sorry. Farina has been bullying Vostok. Can't get used to it yet. So Farina has been bullying Vostok, and in this best of 5, the 3 wins came one after the other, and it just felt inevitable.
It's like I said, man. I knew that he was going to come out swinging. Tennessee's here to say, hey, yeah, I'll take it easy the first half of this map. Don't worry. And then he just waited for his moment to strike, and it was clinch moment we'll see here in the replay if, as the next players are loading up, but he just completely blindsides Vostok on where he's going to send his troops. Saw that wave coming, but they skipped going over the center dom towers, went for the back line, caused Vostok to have to scramble, and during all of that, Vostok lost his morale. Tennessee or Farina built his up, just waited for his next strike, and then won it.
And it felt so hopeful in the beginning. Vostok just poured everything he had into taking every building available, just painted the entire I think almost 2/3 of the map orange, and it did nothing because Farina just gathered all of his power in one hand and just punched through with 100 strong force, just showing some tactical genius right there.
Yeah, see that move right there, it just demonstrates exactly what you're saying. Farina was able to just swarm all of his units into that tight bundle, and even though Vostok had prepared up there, he still couldn't defend against it.
Beautiful start, beautiful game. The first semifinal went by just like this.
Yeah.
If it goes like this more, we will have a lot less time to get those 100 likes, because I can only see 23 likes right now, and 37 people watching. 14 people watching and not liking the stream. What the hell are you doing? Like the stream right now. We need that promo code, and tell other people to come watch as well, because we need 100 likes. 100 likes for 1,000 gems for everybody.
Yep. Guys, done it. Do it.
Am I wrong? Am I?
No. Oh, sorry, we're getting a question if they're doing best of 5 semifinals. Yep, they're best of 5. So that was our last matchup for those two. We see he took that first round. So here's to show the bracket for everybody, just so you know it. Tennessee is moving into the finals. Vostok, you'll see right here on screen, has now moved into that third place match. Just for you guys' awareness, how we're going to run today. And we're going to run these top 2 semifinals. Then we'll play the third place matchup. We'll see who wins based off of the slotment next. And then we'll get into the finals for the day. But next up will be Hidden 11 and Ivasada.
Hidden 11 and Ivasada are going to fight for the next one. It's time for another mushroom lottery, which means you need to send in the chat !love joins Sidekey. Just look at it like this. He of course cannot put it in the chat because like that would be too much of a narcissistic display from him. But we need to show our love for join Sidekey, join the sides. We just need to show our love. I'm gonna go !love join Sidekey.
I appreciate that. All of you that are gonna write that, and you're forced to, but I'm gonna take it as genuine love from all of you. Trust me. Not just that you're in for the gems, but that you're all like, oh my god, that's what I want.
Okay, 1,000 gems to a random winner. A random lover of Join Sidekey will have 1,000 gems. It must be true. People, I'm sure people are not doing it just for the gems. It's like it's a mushroom lottery.
Absolutely not.
Not. So some people are spamming "I love Chini" instead of hoping this will do something. Actually, like instead of it. I think hopefully it doesn't start a trend.
I'm so surprised it's not just hoodie for joins. That's what we do. That's what I'm more comfortable with, rather than the community all proclaiming their mass love. But hey, I'm here for it. That's so nice of everybody.
Matthew T is saying, "I love Join Sidekey and I am your lover."
I don't even see that. Is that in here?
No, it's in the chat for YouTube. You can see there is genuine love from S Programming as well.
Oh my
People are just coming out telling how much they love Join Sidekey. They don't even need the gems.
I love you guys. Thank you. Luke Tremblay says, nice to see that you're involved. Had a couple great games against you. You probably won against me too, man. I appreciate that. Well, you have to tell me your username so I can look up our matches. Or if it's just Luke Tremblay, I'll definitely check it out too.
And it seems like we're starting some canner on canner action, which means only one thing. A lot of bombs drop down from above. And what the hell just happened? Seems like just mistakenly left the map for some reason.
He probably
it's a false start. Yeah, it's probably not an actual surrender. He's going to have to wait a little bit longer for the first match to start. Oh, somebody loves Stannis. Oh, that's so nice. You're so nice, you guys.
Absolutely. Let's get more of those in there.
Yeah. It's not going to get you anything, though. Like, loving me doesn't get you anything.
Not yet.
Especially not 1,000 gems.
I bet before the end of the day, it'll get you 1,000 gems.
When you lottery, say that you love Stannis, and you will get nightmares. Just like, like it's a Freddy Krueger kind of thing. It's like, I'll be shoutcasting in your sleep. And the first match of Canner on Canner action in Conquest is almost about to start. I am so excited. I'm overly excited, though it's not starting yet.
Yep. We got another false start. You can see all the buildings having 1,000 units is a clear sign that something messed up. So they'll redo it again.
What's with all the teasing, man? I can't take it.
I know.
They're like blue mushrooming us here. Like, just like, I'm getting blue mushrooms from this whole thing.
I'm getting them.
It's just horrible.
Built up.
Waiting for it to start.
Can't get it going. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You just can't get your mushroom stuff on. It's like this. That's the worst. But you can't get your mushroom war on.
Yeah, that should be the next code. Exclamation point blue mushroom.
Oh, and the third time. They already started, and then so already is just a fight breaking out. We can see Hidden for green, Ivasada for red, and it seems like Hidden is already controlling more of the map here. Oh, a bomb coming down. Was it too fast?
Oh. This is really well paired. Here comes the second bomb. Hidden's going to be able to probably hold this off and take that tower. just for a second, though. Enough diversion, though, to hold back Ivaceta, and Ivaceta now having to fight for control in these other two territories. Gets it for only for a second.
Everything
really
seems to be going green. Everything seems to be going green, and Avicetta is just agrees to give up here. We can see Hidden started pretty strong. We didn't see the very beginning of the match. Hopefully, maybe we'll see some of it during the repeat action here.
Yeah.
Well, that was powerful. Maybe not as one-sided as we've seen Fiorina just like unleashing the fury of Furry. I'm not sure. Just not as strong as Fiorina has been steamrolling Vostok in the first match, but nonetheless pretty hardcore.
Yeah, and we could. I mean, we only caught it from, like you said, a couple seconds already into the match. You could already see the map was asymmetrical as far as where both players had taken over. First matchup we saw earlier in the day, it was completely identical on how the both players attacked it, and then they fought over the same landmass in the bottom. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they both started out. Maybe there was something clearly different.
We seem to be having a little bit of a technical issue here, but nonetheless, we'll see who the winner is, and like I'm excited to see if like anybody will be able to throw Fiorina off the throne, or are we gonna have to start giving some disadvantages to level the playing field, or just like wing him in the knee before the tournament, so like the pain keeps him from doing his best.
You can only play with one finger.
Yeah, you can only play with one. You can only look at the screen every 3 seconds, and like that's it's like, yeah, we electrically blind you just like through a chip like here in the visual nerve.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I have a lot of thoughts. Most of them go against the Geneva Convention, is what my parole officer says.
Yeah, you submit those to the next developer updates, and they just weed them out. But it's the thought that counts, right?
It is amazing. It's just amazing. Like I think the worst, the most horrible creature like update for Mushroom Wars would be like a guy picking up mushrooms in the forest, just like walks onto the onto the screen during a battle, and that's just like a wicker basket, and just starts just looking at them, like putting them in the basket. I'm sorry, I'm just like, I'm trying.
Mandatory cutscene like that, you have to watch it every time you do an action, and you just get more mad at that guy than the opponent.
It's like a Smurf kind of TV show, but about Mushroom Wars, with like a horrible mushroom guy. Okay, we're already in it. Again, a couple of seconds later, we can see that Ivaceta is red and Hidden is orange. Seems like Hidden already is starting to pressure a little bit here. Sending those attacks on the bottom row, trying to get that village, but Ivaceta is doing pretty well at defending for now.
Yeah, this is looking like we're going to see Ivaceta hold off everything here. There was a great use of his second for the mines there with Bogey. First time we're seeing Bogey today either.
I think there was like a diversion attack on the forge in the back line from Ivaceta, just to get some of the armies off their back, but I think that those were just lost mostly, so I'm not sure what the point of that was. But I can see that the numbers game is slowly tilting towards red here.
They are doing a good job to just hold off here. Now both of them, oh, here we go. Hidden's going to be the first to go for that center king, the hill tower. Gets it. Not even a contest.
That's a lot of that's a big investment to get those 75 troops out of the neutral tower, but it seems to be paying off quite nicely. I can see that even though the morale is the same, slowly but surely Hidden is taking off in terms of numbers.
I've said it here, going around. Him going to go for the back. Not going to be enough to take this forge. He used his third to try to steal some of the morale from Hidden. Is enough to take over that bottom king of the hill. Now it's just a matter of holding it off. He did just use his mines to kind of give him some defense around it, but Hidden's not going to take the bait. He's going to go around it as well.
Hidden is at 4 morale, just completely train wrecking everything in the path. It seems like Ivaceta doesn't really have much of a chance anymore. It's 5 morale to 0. There's nothing to be done. All of the buildings are taken over. I don't think there is any point in not giving up here. anymore. Unfortunately, it seems like it's going to be a 2-0, and just a swarm of orange takes over everything before the battle gets paused.
That was nuts. That was a big gamble on Ivasetta's part. He spent all of his morale to take over the King of the Hill towers. He takes all 3 of them, but at the expense of his entire morale. And all his opponent had to do is just wait and do a counterattack and easily take over the rest of the map. That's the gamble, right?
That's true. So Luke Tremblay is telling me here in the chat that the point of that attack was to raise points to make skills available before the enemy, and it seems like maybe it worked out, but in the end, yeah, unfortunately, it didn't help enough.
Yeah, that was a great example of maybe not going for the not reaching your hand into the cookie jar, right? You want those towers.
Maybe a little too brave. But we can see some Einer action now. Maybe we'll get to see a beautiful sabotage and taking over a lot of buildings at the same time. But the map is fairly small. We've seen a lot of back and forth between Hidden and Ivasette, unlike the matches between Fiorina and Vostok. So let's see who gets the courage and the position to go for an actual fight here. And I can see that Zephyr Akar is saying in the chat that Hidden is too good for the game. Just too good for the game.
That's true. This is potentially match point here for Hidden. This is him up 2-0. So if he wins this against Ivasetta, we're going straight into those third place matches, guys. And this will be a quick day of games. But if you wanna see a little bit longer, let's give a shout out for Ivasetta in the chat. Let's see if he can pull this back and go us to a game 4 and game 5.
Okay, everything is pretty slow here. Not much happening at the moment. The wave doesn't get almost anybody. Oh, I see some frozen troops on the side of Ivasetta, and he's going to go for the bottom village here. And Hidden is going to follow immediately after and actually be the one to end up getting it.
Oh man! And Ivasetta just weakened that forge, and all Hidden had to do is just take it from him. He already had one forge in his favor, and he just waited. And there he goes. He just turns it into a tower, and Ivasetta now has to be kicking himself because he knows it's going to be too hard to come back from this.
Yeah, that was just devious. That was just so devious. So 4 forges.
That's the hey, just kill me, man.
Just like I'm waiting for you to take all of the forges. I hear you love forges. Here, have another 4. That's about what happened, and the game is over. It's 3-0.
So both of the semifinal matches, guys, went 3-0. And Hidden 11 took one, and Tennessee took the other. Taking a look at the bracket here so you guys can see it. It is, in fact, a repeat of the last cup. Tennessee and Hidden 11 are going to go into the finals, one versus each other. Just as a reminder, Tennessee won our last cup, I think, 3 months ago. What was that, August, July, somewhere in there. It was the exact same 2 guys. Hidden came second. And then, funny enough, Vostok came third. So Vostok and Ivasetta are going to go for third place matches, and depending on what wins, we could just be repeat. Hey,
you'll have to read this one.
I told you it was coming, man. Here it is, everybody. Next Mushroom Lottery. If you want to put it in chat, we are going to do a shout out for Stannis this time. So do !point love Stannis. Don't do I love Stannis, because that's a declaration from your heart that we can't make you do. But if you want to just say !general love Stannis, the universe loves Stannis. That's what we're going for here, right?
Yes, I see Aslan has been asking for a normal promo code that's not a declaration of love for a man. But don't you know that like saying I love join Sidekay is not a declaration of love for a man, but for a shining, beautiful god? I'm not okay. Well, anyway, the Mushroom Wars deity is Joe inside the K.
No.
Can't pronounce it still. No,
not even close. That would be.
We joined that match, and now we're back.
Yeah, that match, clearly there was a bug. Does look like what we can glean, though, is the next matchup's going to be with Boggy. Both players playing as Boggy. So
remember, like, if any of you want to get revenge on me. I see some people saying I don't love Stannis, which is horrible. Like, loving Stannis is the best thing like you can ever experience in this world. And we are starting another battle that sounded worse than I thought in my head. Anyway, we can see that Sexy was stuck against Ivasetti for the 3rd place. It's already started. It's the map we know really well, and right now, hard to say who's winning.
Ivaseda's going to have a hard time holding this forge over. He just lost it on the right side. Vostok's going to be able to reinforce it and take that bottom tower or village out from him as well. Ivaseda knows it. He's just going to give a shout out and take his piece and leave.
Okay, I can see there's the completed match. It was pretty fast. It was one of those, I don't know, maybe it was even faster than the one we had of Farina against Vostok, and now Vostok has all of this pent-up energy and anger and just fury. Well,
taking it out on poor Ivaseda.
Just what?
He's taking it out on Ivaseda.
Yeah, just like horribly. And Ivaseda is sending hearts and just being really nice, and Vostok is just like, "Her, Vostok smash!" and just like being extremely angry there.
Hey, I want to call out Chini. Chini, you just won that last lottery, man. I don't know what to say, but congrats. I know this is a big day for you. You've never won 100 gems before. Maybe that'll take you through the end of the year with a little bit of love in your life. But maybe you can get the next lottery as well. We'll call out Love Chini too. But congrats, Chini.
Matthew T says, my wife likes Stannis' voice, and thank you, Matthew, but I read it like my wife, and that's just exactly that's the
yeah, you do have a fantastic voice.
I could read it. I can start speaking like this, like it's a commercial for women's underwear. Hopefully there's no commercial for women's underwear with this voice. Anyway, Mushroom Wars. Just like another another swift defeats. I just long for a neck and neck game now. I just long for somebody to hold the line, because we've been seeing just massacres and eliminations that go hard. But where is that match that goes on for 15 minutes and everybody's like, oh my god, when will it finish?
I know, right? Woof. All right, so Ivaseda coming out strong and going for that center forge, but he is going to have a hard time holding it back because here comes Vostok to take it. Vostok swoops in, steals it. And here's the push to try to take it back from him. We got both of Chia's number ones on that building, really making it even. But Vostok able to hold it away from Ivaseda.
Somebody might rain on somebody else's parade here, but there is no clear like domination happening. Yes, of course, there's the middle village here, and there is a strong attack going in through 2 towers here. There is some raining. Happening from both players. They both are using the second ability, if I am correct, of course.
Yeah, that was a great defense by Ivaseda there. Really holds him back. But in the time that it took him to defend that, Vostok used that focus to send his troops to take over that center tower. And now
there's the right tower and the center forge, I believe, both belonging to Vostok now, giving him quite the upper hand.
Ivaseda dropping his own forge, trying to do whatever he can to take it back. Gonna take back that center village, but not for long.
It looks bad for Ivaseda, but doesn't look unwinnable until this moment right now.
Until right now.
Right now. And okay. Two forecasts of rain coming in. The village in the back is defended by Ivaseda. It's okay. Still orange on the map. A big push coming in for the tower. Tower is taken. Central Forge is taken, and an energy rush.
Honestly, what a fantastic defense by Ivaseda. But that he used the number 4 there from Vostok to put that whirlwind right in place is such a devastating spot for that. Because it just gave Vostok all the time he needed to reinforce that center forge, that center tower and that center village.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Ivaseda taking them back, though.
That's pretty good. Everything painted orange in the center.
Wow.
Matthew saying he's playing against Chia so much. What a turnaround. Now the entire map belongs to Ivaseda, and we finally we have an actual challenge. We have an actual conflict. It's 1-1. And what a comeback from Ivasete. Just maybe heard us on the stream and said, well, screw these guys. I am going to win now.
Yeah. I mean, all day we've seen momentum just drive both of the starting players to being their winning drive. And this is the first time that we've seen morale play such a huge factor into somebody continuing to push and then making a mistake, and their opponent being able to take that momentum change and drive it into their favor. So see here on the replay, as soon as Vostok goes for that, both of the center towers, he sacrifices his whole morale for that. Ivaseta just takes that moment and swings it back for himself. So good play.
That was beautifully done. It feels like Vostok actually was in a winning position, but was dragging his feet. Actually, didn't manage to seal the deal and just put Ivaseta in the ground in one fell swoop. I feel like the Farina's or Tennessee's play style is more like the moment you lose an inch, you lose everything, because you start losing and it never stops for a second. And here, like, there was a possibility for a comeback, and Ivaseta was not one to let it slip. Just got the foot in the door, the fingers, the head, the everything, just like pushed back and won the match. So it's 1-1, and we can see now it's going to be a much more autumn-themed battlefield for us.
Oh yeah, so pretty here in our Mushroom War
Pretty.
Kingdom. Here's the first battle for an area. Everybody's going all in on the center village. And it's gonna be, yeah, they're both giving up. But both playing as Clots, both drop their first to start stealing units back. That turn cloak from both of them. So, but you can see Ivaseta's doing what he can to just reinforce that center village that he's got. And now he's going to use that momentum to drive some different growth in areas.
Yes, Klot's mirrors are, of course, insane in terms of just units going around, and you never know when you're going to lose somebody that you used to know. That didn't really work. Well, anyway, you can see that the whole map is almost entirely blue now. It's going to be even more blue in a second here. So Ivaseta is actually trying to build on that lead, on that, like, I'd say, moral boost from winning the previous one, and does exactly that. Just like Vostok is probably tilting a little bit here, just from the turnaround.
Man, oh man, Vostok just like this. There's something psychological about Mushroom Wars. When you send your troops out, you're so confident and you're starting your taps, and then you're watching them take that 30-second journey to a village, and you know 2 seconds later they're going to lose, and you have to wait 30 seconds for them to hit that village and for you to lose, and you just regret it that entire time. And you can see that with Vostok when he sends it for that final push. He's like, I'm going to throw them all into the center 15. And Ivaseta is like, okay, I'm just going to defend that 15. What do you want to do? Vostok's like, fine, I quit. You win.
I'm sure it's like buying shorts and then watching the company's stocks soar. That's some financial humor for you guys. And I'm sure it's going to be very popular here. Anyway, like that was quick, and now it's Vostok in the underdog position here, just for who's going to get the third place. And it seemed like Vostok was doing pretty well, coming off of just fighting the strongest opponent we have, and I was waiting for him to actually steamroll, but he's gonna have to find his footing again, just like for this to work.
Quick thing to call out for you guys: third place matches are actually going to be best of 9 today. I think we mentioned that at the start, but for your all awareness, we're not just going to go best of 5 here. This will be a longer competition between these two.
Okay. So if we have 2-1, how much are we going to have to win in a row for Vostok to win now?
Vostok's got the momentum right now, and he knows it.
It's 150 to 100, and a big wave coming in for the neutral house in the back there. Ivaseta is a little too slow to defend, and it turns red. It turns red immediately in the back here.
Crazy. That was all decided so fast. I'm not sure whether it was Ivaseta just spending too much time upgrading rather than expanding as fast as Vostok, or really Vostok just focused on moving right as fast as possible.
This didn't feel like it was absolutely like unwinnable at all, but Ivaseta decided to give up basically immediately after the house got taken.
Both of them spent time to convert a village over to a forge. But it's right there. It's right at this moment right here where Vostok takes over this tower that has rain on it. And now Ivaceta just spends all of his time trying to reclaim things, and it never works. He can't reclaim from this point forward. His morale is too much of a dip.
Yeah, it seems like if there were some attacks launched at the forge in the back of the stocks, or like at the villages that have zeros and ones, could be still fighting, but unfortunately, Ivaceta just went for the most protected parts and just worked against him. Just lost all of the units, and Vostok got most of the villages.
Yeah, Matt and Luke in chat saying that the taking up that tower in the beginning is what failed them. You're both totally right. All right, this is again tied a match 2-2. Moving into game 5 here. Another map we haven't seen today, and we're playing Einer.
It's a nice, almost asymmetrical map to see how they're going to play it on the left and the right.
Both just going to extend left and right. That slow trickle of troops over to the left.
This just looks like people going to the countryside during a weekend, just like long lines, traveling and traveling and traveling.
Vostok the first to expand down. He sends his troops down to the bottom territory and the top, but then they both locked each other. So Ivaceta had no choice. He could not respond. Here he is. He's finally unlocked. Going to go for his own counter. Takes over the center village. Gonna send him down to the bottom. Not probably going to be enough. Yep. And can he hold the middle one? Yes, he is, but because he just in the same time locked up Vostok.
Vostok released a big wave here. Let's see where it goes. Is it going to try to reclaim some of the villages? Oh no, it's going for the neutral village in the middle here. Building a bit even more of an advantage. We can see that Ivaceta has 4 villages right now, while Vostok has an entire 6. So it's like a 2-village lead, even though some of them are not as well developed.
Vostok clearly expanding further. He's gotten a little more confidence here. But the first to go for a Dom Tower is Ivaceta. He's going to go for that center bottom one.
It's a slow cooking process here. You can see like the temperature is rising. Like really slowly, but I'm pretty sure we're close to a pretty bombastic ending here. Okay, we can see that both players are going for the top tower. It is, of course, going to go to Vostok. There was so much more troops coming in from Vostok's side. Going to reinforce it just to be sure. Now the forge for Ivaceta's forge is getting attacked. He managed to defend it for a little bit, but not enough. Oh no, it's going to reclaim it pretty quickly.
Here comes the rage. There we go. All those units coming in, going for that bottom one. And now there's only one Dom Tower left, and Vostok's got the clear game winner, and Ivaceta knows it. Just calls it a game.
Man, the moment I was just whining about not getting a good close game, the games started becoming as close as possible. That was beautiful. That was nice. Yeah. Are we still loving Stannis? Is it still happening?
Weird. I asked your mom that too. She said we're still loving you. You know?
Oh my God! Why were you talking to my mom again? I told you to stop seeing each other.
Told you to
well,
stop
anyway, why wouldn't we love DarkDagger, for example? It could be really nice.
I think that's going to be the theme today. Let's see who they choose next for our love. But if you haven't, guys, if you haven't put in this for the lottery, get it in now. I think they're going to be drawing it in a couple seconds here.
So again, yeah, start putting love Stannis again. Like if you're already tired of of that love, you might stop. But if you want those 1,000 gems, you better better pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and put exclamation point love Stannis in the chat again. Matthew T saying that maybe messing up the tower take right in the beginning really influenced the game, and maybe it was a nice back and forth there. But I feel like there was not like a particular moment where everything broke, but Vostok definitely was inching out Ivaceta every step of the way since I'd say the early middle. Yeah,
there was a moment there. I know we don't have the replay on screen here, but there was a clear moment when Vostok dropped the forge in the top left corner, and from then on, then he started going for the Dom towers, and it was no contest at that point. He was the only one on the map with a forge, and his strength was just too high. Here we go. This is an interesting map where both players only start with 30 and there's no unit generation at the beginning. And instead of both of them going for separate buildings, holy God. Okay, and now the only unit generation is Vostok right now with 4, 5, and here comes 2 units from Ivaceta, loses them, game's over.
Oh my God, what just happened?
Okay, so the buildings on the right, they don't generate units because they're on barren land. So both players start with 35 units or 30 units and they send out. Normally the play for this map is to go for those separate 5 buildings. But you can see that as soon as Vostok chooses to go up for the 22 or the 23, the 24 that are up in that center village from Ivaceta was like, that's it. I got nothing left to defend against this. So he sends his last remaining troops as a Hail Mary to try to take it over from him. And that's game.
That is insane. That was the fastest. That was like what's that, like a kid's mate in chess where you just like you put the first pawn out and then you get checkmated by a queen and a bishop. I think that's exactly what happened right now. That was the most frustrating of all of them, I think.
That's the gamble with that map, because you expect your opponent to go for separate areas. So you're like, I'll take the bottom, you take the top, then we'll duke it out. But if your opponent's like, nah, screw this, I'm going right for the throat, you know?
I see 43 people watching and only 30 likes, so you better get... Oh, no, 35 likes. Actually, good job, guys. This was almost everybody have liked the stream. Press the like button. We won those gems for everybody. And let's see. It's 4-2. Let's see if Ivaceta needs now... It's a match point for Vostok. Because it's the best of 9. So if Ivaceta manages to win 2 matches, we'll be back to match point for both of them to a tie. Needs to fight hard and win well.
This is that same map we saw earlier where it is a little bit of a slower stretch. Although interesting, Vostok's going all in on the right. He's not saving any units for the left to defend against what Ivaceta is doing. But because he's focusing on the right, you can see that's what Ivaceta had to do too. But here he goes.
Vostok can take big risks right now with 2 matches up. If he wins one of those big bets, just going to win 3rd place. So I think just getting bolder and playing more dangerously is exactly up his alley.
There's the first forge drop, and there's the second response forge drop. Vostok taking over that tower on his end. And here he goes. He's going to make a strong push for that held village up top. Not enough to take it. Frozen morale, too, before he sent his troops in there.
Yeah, the troops are being generated extremely fast. Both players have 3 villages on the grasslands here, so they have an abundance of armies to throw at each other and a lot of targets to work with. It seems like Ivaceta is right now leading by a little bit in the number of buildings, but overall the morale is way on the side.
Ivaceta just locked morale too, and he locked it at a detriment to himself. He locked it at a 1 versus 3, and then he sent an attack in, so it actually wasn't for his benefit. He really wants to hold off and try to defend against this to ruin some of the morale from Vostok.
Yeah, that was a misplay, if ever. But I really want to see chickens from Ivaceta coming in. If there is ever a good moment to do that, maybe right now.
He doesn't. There's the chickens going for his center forge. He should have done it on this tower play, but
yeah, there was such an abundance of targets there as well. Would be a really good chickens moment. And right now, I think maybe 2.
We're both tied up with 3-3 as far as morale. This is a pretty close game. This has been the map that we've seen the best, longest game so far. And here we go. Both players have a lot of their abilities set up, and here comes probably a magnet. Nope,
that's
didn't
need it.
There it is.
Oh yeah, here's a magnet. a lot of investment the neutral tower took from Vostok, but it seems like he's coming out on top of this, even though like they have the same amount of buildings and both have a tower in the middle here. They have the same morale, and we can see that Ivaseta hasn't used the magnet yet, and that's a powerful ability. It might change the flow of the game, but right now everything seems to be at a standstill.
Oh, dropped a forge there. He changed where he put his forge location, Vostok. He's really just using that to generate more morale to keep things moving. Just because we are a little bit of stalemate. This is fantastic. These are these players showing that they can play at the highest level. Here comes another attack. We're going to see a freeze morale probably for this move.
Oh yeah, it would be a perfect moment for freeze morale here.
And there's the frozen morale.
2 to 4. It's really bad.
Now Vostok's going to reinforce there, send everything down to the bottom. This is great. These guys know what they're doing with Dora. Dora is such a hard character to get the timing right for all these abilities. All of Dora's abilities are wonderful, but knowing when to use which one, and then which is going to ruin your mana, it's a pro move. Here we go for another push.
Magnet's coming in. No, Chicken's coming in from Ivaseta to defend the bottom tower here. Ate a lot of the troops there, but the morale is still frozen, so it didn't give much.
Yeah, that was a great freeze, because he would have lost all of that. Ivaseta doing a wonderful job defending. He had over 100 units in that bottom village, saw the attack coming.
Ivaseta really is playing for everything here because this is a match point, so really needs to win.
Next push. He doesn't want this to be frozen, but there it comes. Vostok froze it, so he gets the bonus.
Oh, the magnet finally coming in.
There it is. 170, 160, 150, and all Vostok has to do now is use this upper hand. Oh, he turns it into a forge, which is just going to totally work in his favor. Going for that top village, takes it. What a fantastic play. Takes both of the center towers. Goes for the back line. Ivaseta knows it.
Seems that's
it. Wow.
But that was a lot of powerful plays, and they were inching closer to victory for a long time. But Vostok just managed to outplay in the end, just like by sheer skill and tactics.
Yeah, that was definitely the game of the day for me so far. I mean, you've been asking for a stalemate, and this one we almost went to the full 6-minute timer, which was great.
There was a lot of chicken on chicken violence, of course, here, and that's a
lot of mushrooms and farmland humor. But really, that last move is so good. That was our match point too, which was perfect.
That was the match point. It means we are getting to see the finals. So Sexy Vostok can be congratulated with the 3rd place. Right now, Ivaseta, of course, still getting 1,000 gems and a participant frame, but of course, I'm sure would love to place in the top 3. But now we can turn our attention to actually seeing Furina, or better known as Top Tennessee, and Hidden 11 fight it out, duke it out for the 1st and 2nd place. And the 200 and $100, 10,000 gems for the 1st place, a golden trophy, and the Mushroom World Champion avatar frame. And for 2nd place, it's going to be $100, 6,000 gems, this beautiful emerald and silver trophy, and another participant frame. Of course, Vostok is already walking away with $50, 2,000 gems, a trophy, and another participant frame. So that's what we have to fight for, aside from the immeasurable, infinite, never-ending respect that being a Mushroom Wars champion can get you.
And we got our final lottery, guys, and this is the one we've been waiting for. I know everybody in chat's been like, just drop the legendary artifact already. Well, here it is. If you want to get in on the last lottery, all it is !love Lego. And you're going to get entered into that final one. Big one.
Now is the time to get your grandma away from the chat to raise your chances of getting this legendary artifact. Go love Lego. Forget about all those pieces you stepped onto during the night when you found Lego on the floor of your apartment. Right now, you love Lego, and put an exclamation point in the beginning so that we know how much you do. and maybe Lego will love you back.
Maybe you'll feel that love coming back from your childhood, from all those days playing with your Legos. I'm not sure. Do you think it means? Do you think we're actually going for Legos themselves, or is this like a "Let's go Lego"? One of those.
I don't know. Like I see it says random winner gets legendary artifact, but I'd say the chosen. I'd say the blessed. I'd say the divine winner gets the legendary artifact. The loved by the gods and fate. The apple of the eye of the time and destiny itself gets the legendary artifact. And let's see who is going to be the favorite for the gods, or the luck, or the skill, between Fiorina, who became fully top Tennessee here, but Fiorina in the game, and Hidden 11, and they are starting hard.
Yeah, remember, this is not only just the top game for the day to figure out who the winner of the cup is, but a little bit of a history, folks. These are the same two members that went for the top finals last cup in July. Same guys, Hidden versus Fiorina, or Hidden versus Tennessee, and Tennessee won last time, so Hidden's got a little bit of he's got something to prove for himself, probably. He's probably feeling that pressure. Here comes the Bees, the first one of the day.
Not the Bees! No, not the Bees!
They work. They take away Tennessee's back village, but Tennessee probably is pivoting and doesn't care too much about it. Gets a frozen forward. Gonna lose that.
Hidden is actually leading here. Let's cheer him on. I think this is a match for him to prove that he can beat Tennessee and be the champion this time around.
Hidden is doing his best. He's taken all of the forges for the whole map right now. Now, if he can hold on to it, he loses one though right now. Tennessee doing what he can to try to hold off those those attacks on the right side. Not going to be able to do it. Here comes a big push from Hidden back into the bottom middle, and slowly but surely he's edging out Tennessee.
Are we going to see another B movie soon?
What? It's because the B
yes, the B movie. It's starting. Oh my God. Seinfeld.
The Bees being abbreviated to B movie was totally unexpected, but absolutely what we should refer to this from now on as.
The puns were so bad that Top Fiorina decided to actually.
He's like, I'm out.
Just give up. I'm out. I don't want to play this hero anymore. I can't take these jokes anymore. But it was a strong showing by Hidden. Really did really well to push out Tennessee here, taking over slowly but surely, just gripping every village with a dead-like hand.
I feel like if I was Fiorina, if I'm Tennessee, and I'm sitting there and I'm going, like right now, it's that moment where when you watch a movie, the boxer gets beat up in the first round, and they go, okay, and they snap their neck, they kind of crack their shoulders, and they're like, all right, that's how we're playing. Okay. And then this next match, he's going to come and swing, and not realizing Hidden was playing at the top tier, at a level he hasn't seen before.
Well, let's see if it's either that or Fiorina goes for the second round, gets beaten again, and is going to have to shout Adrian after that, and then win.
Yeah, when is the comeback going to come, right?
Bees won the match, says Matthew T.
Yeah, Matt's right.
Go Hidden from Gaming Bagel, and that Hidden does. Going for the tower in the center here, a little bit behind Tennessee Fiorina. And we can see it's very even right now, but let's see who's going to get that forge first. It's a pretty big one.
Tennessee is playing at a different level this map. He was so coordinated in all of his attacks. Although, this big move right there. Oh, chickens at the last second just to stop him from stealing. Gonna be able to hold it. Top's going for an attack as well. We got a frozen morale at 2-1. Man, Dora plays are just always next level.
Hidden almost has chickens up as well. Let's see if we get some KFC in here in a second, or if it's going to be good old-fashioned taking back villages.
There it is. Tennessee takes that forge. Probably can convert it over to another tower. He does.
Another tower! Another tower again, so it was leveled up or what?
Yeah, he leveled it up twice just to hold on to the middle. The more units he kills with those two towers, the better his morale's going to grow. And Hidden's going to try to go around it.
Both
able
forges
to.
under attack, and now we have
Oh.
2 forges on the side of Hidden 11. The morale is frozen for a little bit here. Farina takes back the forge. There's a fight happening at the top here. We can see that the chickens are almost up for Hidden 11, just need a little more mana. And most of the map is, like, I'd say, three-fifths of the map are orange, and the middle tower belongs to Hidden.
Yeah, Hidden was able to go behind those towers to go for the forge. While he had that forge, he knew he only had it for about 15 seconds. And during those 15 seconds, he took the top village and the other tower. And so then he was just like, reinforce, reinforce. And really doing such a great job at making sure that he holds this right now.
Well, Farina has a magnet, and there is a big wave of armies coming in. Maybe a magnet is exactly what's needed here. No, it's going to go for a chicken here.
Chicken. We got a frozen... Another chicken.
Another McNuggets dropped down.
And here comes the retaliation. Not enough to take it. Man, all these units, all these abilities used so quickly in conjunction with the frozen morale for both party members.
Feels like I'm watching a whirlpool in the ocean, or maybe two. Just competing against each other, just armies swirling and swirling, turning into chickens, turning back into people. Oh, actually, mushrooms, but anyway.
There's the first magnet trying to pull him in, but Tennessee's going to do everything he can to hold it off, and he does really effectively. And now he's going to do a retaliation strike on that center village or center tower.
Center tower. Who's going to get it? Still standing.
Hidden going for the back, causes a frozen. He freezes morale right there for his own attacks. Not going to be enough, but it doesn't matter. He's not going to lose any morale from this attack.
Big KFC opportunities on both sides. And Farina takes it.
With that center village and that forge, he takes it. Oh, this is going to be this is the momentum change. There it is.
That's it. Hidden is taking the second one. Tennessee might have to say Adrian pretty soon.
This is nuts. This is nuts. Hidden came out swinging today.
Just really didn't hold anything back.
Oh, yeah. Luke in the chat saying Hidden's really good. He makes me change my tactics when I see him because my usual stuff doesn't work on him. Yeah. Like, look at this intro, though. Tennessee is coming out in such coordinated efforts. He's going right across. He knows how he wants to start this. And then we see them quickly lock into a stalemate. But, oh, man, I really thought this was going to be the swing 1-1. But good on Hidden.
No, those chickens may not be able to fly, but the score is soaring for Hidden. Just taking time to try and digest what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, just like, all right, here comes a pun. What's it going to be?
Okay, at the start we have 2 forages on the bottom here, starting pretty slow. There are a lot of towers separating the 2 players, so it's it's a slow to engage kind of map. We're gonna have to take some time.
Brutal. Hidden just locked up. Farina just locked up Hidden from being able to take over his own domination tower, but Hidden did it to him first. It's crazy.
Still managed to take it. Still managed to take it before Farina, even though Farina spent all that time to lock him up. So this is taking the center towers on both sides. Really, this mirror match is going like in a very even, really equilibrium kind of way, but we can see that Hidden again is pushing forward first, taking that village.
But what that was able to do, really, Tennessee had, or Hidden had that time with those extra 30 troops because he had his Dom Tower early to take over that center village. So now he's generating more units. He's got a much better standing on the map, and now Hidden or Farina has to do whatever he can to kind of catch back up. So he goes for the center Dom Tower too. We'll see. We'll see if that's helpful. But he's about 100 units behind now.
If Farina manages to hold on to the Dom Tower for a long time, it actually can be quite a big difference in the match. But I'm pretty sure Hidden has something to say about that. Oh my god!
There was the rage from all those extra units. Hidden was doing his big attack with them and just had a perfectly timed number 4 from Farina blocked against it effortlessly. And now we have the opposite effect. Farina has more units than Hidden.
And a Dom Tower.
Dom Tower, both going for those bottom towers. Oh, hits him with his own!
That's that's a very vengeful kind of mirror matches, and a tower like a forge
Locks
managed to
him into that
protect it.
forge. Look at this. Will he be able to hold off to? Oh, he locked everybody into that forge in the bottom there. Farina able to back it up though. He doesn't take that moment to go for him. Here we go. Push past all the towers, going for the back line. There's the rage. He's gonna go for the back Dom tower. Is it enough? 30, 10, 15. Oh,
Big attack. I think this will be enough. It will be enough,
boom!
but it might be taken. No,
Oh,
no, that's it. That's it. Didn't get the armies there in time. So Farina is going to take back first win here against Hidden. So it's
so
2-1. Doesn't seem as desperate anymore.
No.
Maybe that's the second win that Farina was looking for.
Yeah, that's a great example of why you should keep an eye on your enemy's attacks and how much mana they've generated. Because in both of those plays where somebody was going to gear up for a big move, we saw Farina or Hidden was going to send all those troops over. He raged them, but at the same time, Farina had his number 4, that sort of ring of fire to defend against it. And then when the roles were reversed and Farina or Tennessee was sending his own counter in and he raged them, Hidden didn't have any way to defend against it. It was perfect.
And we're back in another match. It's Hidden still leading 2-1. It's a small map. It's a furious map. Let's see what Farina does here. Hidden is green and on the bottom, and Furina is red and on the top here. Both have forges. Both are going really quickly to try and get all of their villages. And it seems like Farina is having a better time of it, just a little bit ahead of Hidden 11.
Yep. Uses his first there to send the army against Hidden in that bottom forge, and just uses that time to his advantage to expand. So now he already has his tower. He's already waiting. He's gathering his troops. Meanwhile, Hidden has to spend that time trying to reclaim the same amount of space. And now Farina. Oh God! Never mind. I thought Farina was going to take the other tower too, but Hidden takes it right before him. But here comes the attack.
There's a big force coming in from Farina, going down here, trying to get the village. Might be able to do it.
So that was a great example of the third. Farina used his third on it to make sure that those units that he knew he was going to lose were going to generate generate morale rather than lose all that. And there's the first cauldron of the day. Takes out that top village. And Hidden now, sweeping over the top. Gonna take all the stuff back from him.
This just seems lost. This just oh, what's going on here?
So Farina hit all of his troops into that center. I don't know, I can't remember what they're called, the tunnels. And now he's gonna see if he can swing momentum back, but it's gonna be a hard-fought battle and lost cause.
No. Farina is giving up after all. That was crazy. Several villages got taken back in like an instant, and I thought maybe Farina actually manages to take it back, but no, it's 3-1. It's 3-1, and it seems like Farina just can't seem to find the ground to stand on. We thought maybe the last match actually gave the momentum to start turning it around, but Hidden is holding tight.
Yeah, Luke calls it out in chat perfectly. Hidden won by just holding on to his skills. We saw that Farina used that first right there, right away at the beginning in order to hold off on the forge to build up more on the map space, but Hidden just bided his time. He waited for his fourth, he waited for the cauldron, and then he struck multiple times in a row. It is clearly the best choice for this map. And what he does effectively is, I called it out wrong. I thought he took out a village in the top, but he actually takes out Farina's forge, and at that point, game over.
I knew he was brewing something up. Well, anyway, we're going to go into another match here. It's a very small map, so if we blink, we probably will miss everything. Farina is very aggressive, trying to take more villages and spread out on the map. Actually having almost like a very short, very small advantage here.
Yeah, this is pretty evenly matched. These guys both have played this map a million times. You can tell that they know exactly where they want to be, exactly what they want to build up, exactly what they want to convert. And we're playing.
What ability are we looking out for first?
This is going to be Udi. First game with Udi. Udi's second is deadly because you can link two towers together and share units. The first being Quicksand allows you to stop enemy movement from coming in or out of a tower, or sorry, any village. They might wait for the third in order to just do this Wind, because Wind is equally good. But Udi's one of those characters that has such strong defense and offense abilities that it's really about who wants to take the dive and be the first one to make a move. So we'll see. And
It's
here it
about who
looks
makes
like
the first mistake.
Hidden's coming out strong.
That's a giant wave, and I see that Wind is up for both players, and the Hidden is going to activate it.
And there's a retaliatory Wind. And it worked in Farina's favor. Here it comes, the retaliatory strike into the back line for Tennessee. Or sorry, for Hidden. Boom! Takes that King of the Hill tower. Then he's going to go for the other back line. Takes the village. Takes the forge.
There was the link. Another link coming out.
Oh, quicksand's not going to be enough to stop this tide. And there it goes. Hidden's got one last trick up his sleeve. He's got a worm, and it is not going to be enough to stop this, though. And he knows it.
That was a lot of crowd control, but in the end, Tennessee just outpushed everything on the map. They went like blow for blow, bar for bar, actually, I think.
Yeah.
With that mirror match, it was like wind and wind, with sand and sand. But in the end, it didn't manage to do it. But what is important is, tell me, chat, and tell me, joins, do you love Lego?
I think I exclamation love Lego. Do you exclamation
love Lego? Oh my god. Let me step on every piece I have in my house if I am able to get that legendary artifact!
Well,
you know, like, the Joker has like this sickness of laughing at any point, and I just scream legendary artifacts sometimes, so don't pay much attention.
Everybody's making sure they've got it in. I know all these names. Woo Dustic, you put the command in like 400 times, but I think if you put it in 401 times, it'll actually increase your odds. So let's see it. Spam it more. You got to get it.
Let them spam. 50 people watching, and we have 42 likes. Those 8 people who did not like, I will find your houses, and I will get in there unless you press a like right now. This is not legally threatening. Do not bring me to court.
But you still want to press that like button.
Still want to press that like button, it's true. Stannis, tell us about the promo code. Oh, the promo code. It's a beautiful, fantastic character. If you get 100 likes on the stream, and we only have 42 right now, so we need to find 50, just like 50 friends, kidnap them, and press likes on their YouTube channels. You will get a promo code, which everybody can get 1,000 gems from. Anybody, all the players in the world, whoever you can find with a Pulse and a Mushroom Wars installed on their phone. The Pulse is actually optional. All of them can get 1,000 gems.
Yep. Here we go, game 6. Remember, we are going to go best of 8 today. Or sorry, best of 9, sorry. And this is our first map with Scar. Scar is going to be an interesting one.
We've seen this map before today, and it is asymmetrical in a way that tickles my brain a little bit. But let's see how the players are able to actually keep an eye on every nook and cranny and every corner of this map. They're starting slow on it again.
Yeah, last time we saw this was Aner, and the real momentum change with Aner was both players were locking each other up. So this time there's freedom to explore. Are they going to expand fast? Are they going to go right for the jugular? Looks like Hidden's going to be the first to go for it. Wait, there must be a problem. I'm not seeing any movement from Tennessee. Yep, Tennessee just got disconnected. We're going to have to replay. Something happened. Yep.
I've seen some rumors of Tennessee having bad connection in the chat. I don't know, like, whether those are upset fans who do not want to believe Tennessee is losing, or if those are actually some network medical professionals who are right now trying to treat the connection of Tennessee and bring it back to life. Anything can be true. Nothing is for certain. Do not trust anybody. It's all the deep government disconnecting Tennessee from the internet to lose his momentum.
I believe it. If you guys didn't get it in, actually, just to fill you in, we're going to replay that exact same matchup Same characters, same map. They're just probably getting set up now. Also, my feed has gone down, so you might be taking this one, Stannis.
Okay, my feed is also freezing for some reason.
Let's double check.
Oh, it's. I think it's back. I think it's back. It's a little bit freezy, and it seems like on the stream it's also freezing a little bit.
I'm gonna double check. I hate for y'all to visit. All right, let me check my backup stream, see what we got.
Yeah, okay. So, what do you think, Joins? Does Hidden have a chance of actually sealing the deal here, or can Tennessee turn it around and be the champion once again?
Hidden's got too much momentum. I'm curious what chat thinks, if chat's on my same page, but I think Hidden's gonna take this today. I think it's his day. But interestingly, I don't see players play. I don't see pro players play as Scar very often. So this next map is really interesting to me. Scar is highly contested. I see some people hate him, and then
Ben is saying we were frozen as well for a couple of seconds, and that there is just too much mushroom for the device. But we'll try again. Can the device handle all this mushroom?
All right, here we go. Both are coming out. Basically the same repeat of how they expanded last time.
Well, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
All right. Who's going to make that first move? Last time we saw Hidden was the first to expand lower. Oh, but this time Farina's going to be the first to... Oh, perfect
Frozen in place.
Farina stopped his troops there, and here he's going to push them in for the second time. Swoops in, they take even more. Oh my god, both players use Scars first in the exact same way and really, really well. But because of that right forge, Farina has the momentum in his favor, and he's going to use it
like an
to take everything.
Oh, that's it. Overwhelming advantage from the beginning, and it's going to be 3-3. Farina took that moment to just recharge and become unstoppable immediately.
So if you guys want to see this is why I think Scar is just like impossible to play as, but people that are way better at this game, like these guys, than me, they know exactly what to do. So it's all about like bluffing your opponent out and then using the abilities correctly. So Farina's first move on the right here, he sends all those units up from that bottom village towards the forge. Hidden sees it, and he sends just the amount he thinks that he's going to be able to need to take it over from the amount that he calculates his opponent's sending. But instead of them attacking the forge, they get frozen, they wait, and then the next wave that comes from Farina doubles those units. They take the forge, and then at that point, he just sweeps it.
And we're going into the next match. Here is 3-3. It's a best of 9. So another 2 wins is what each player needs to become the champion today and get that sweet $200 and 10,000 gems.
Man, we're going game 7. Ooh, this is going to come down to the wire, isn't it? This is a breather map. Both of them have to spend that time to upgrade, because if you send them all in right away, that center or both of those towers that are blocking them in, they'll just kill you. And then plus you got this freeze ability that happens. I love the map for this reason. You can't start with just a rush. You have to take your time.
The towers are getting taken over. The freezing is entirely horrible, so everybody needs to be very careful and just move in short bursts here. It's pretty equal right now. We can see that there are more troops on the side of Hidden and building up pretty fast.
If you guys are counting down, it's every 30 seconds those freezing waves happens. And so these players know that. They're keeping an eye on the clock. They're both planning all their attacks at the same time. Oh, Hidden's going to be the first to take an extra approach, go for that bottom village, takes it.
We have 53 people watching and being really worried about who's going to get the final, who's going to be the champion. It still seems to be pretty close. There's a big fight happening at the bottom here. Who's going to take the bottom village? 2 forges, both belong to Hidden. A lot of abilities coming down, freezing. Everybody's frozen, by the way, as well.
But Tennessee just sacrificed his forge to go for that village. Not probably worth it because here comes that counterattack. He defends against both, though. Okay, I'll give it to him. It was a gamble. Didn't pay off. This isn't going to pay off either.
And the forge is
So
very
now,
weak on the right side there, so like Hidden has a chance to actually retake it pretty quickly. No, it's getting reinforced as we speak, and the freezing actually plays to Farina's side here, allowing him to get a breather.
here we go. Instead of going for that top forge, actually, he goes for both. Hidden's going to go for top forge, and he's going to make a push for that village. But I think he just did it just to make Farina back up, retreat a couple of his units. So we end
Either
with,
that was greedy or a great distraction move.
yeah, that's exactly right. So we end with Farina having less control of the map. There's the freeze, and here probably comes something. Maybe some stones from Chia. And there was, there was the stones in order for him to take it over.
Okay, this is not looking good for Farina right now.
Farina
It's just
drops
slowly.
that whirlwind. Drops the whirlwind just to, calculates maybe sending some more into it. I'm not sure what he was thinking there.
Well, it took the village, got everybody frozen at a great moment for a big attack. There's a rain coming down, and second rain coming down, all to slow down the attack.
He can reinforce it. He loses it. Hidden's got majority of the map right now. It's going to be
Hidden came out on top in that entire thing.
I love whenever that Tennessee is not giving up. He knows he's... Okay, here comes a stone play. He's going to do whatever he can to take over these bottom ones, knowingly sacrificing that forge. Is it going to be enough? Is it worth it? Nah.
No, it's not gonna go too well. The freezing was too much. It was just too bad.
Whew. All right, that's game 7. Or so that was 3-3 tied. That was game 7. So we're gonna go to game 8. That was 4-3. This is game point.
It could be the end for the next match, or we could have 2 very stressful games if Tennessee actually manages to make a comeback.
Everybody, this is clutch moment for the lottery, though. Since we're at game point, y'all want to put in this your entry for the lottery if you have not already done so, because we're going to draw it really soon. So Woo Destic, I know you haven't put your name in yet. I've been waiting for you to call it out in chat. So Woo Destic, if anybody can get a hold of him, tell him to type in ! Love Lego.
Woo Destic is doing it right now, I can see. Okay, ! Love Lego. And I have a very important question coming in from the chat, from Ben, to be specific. Where is the beard joins? Where did the beard go? Are you not afraid of being frozen by the crystal in the middle of the map with the beard so short?
Oh my god, Benzo, where have you been, man? Holy cow, it's been forever. Asking me where my beard went and why. Dude, Benzo, why aren't you playing anymore? Benzo used to play all the time back in the day. And yeah, I got rid of my beard
I'm not. Am I blind? I still see a beard on you. Like,
yeah, but it was like here, dude.
It was down to your chest.
It was a big old COVID beard.
Oh my god! It was like because you were feeding birds so much, you decided you were gonna have them live in.
I was just saving them in there, you know. They were like squirrels and everything. So Benzo,
yesterday's dinner.
Just putting them back in there, storing it for later. Oh man, Benzo.
Luke says he has a message from Destic.
And then, actually, there was a really good call out by Luke too. Luke said that people intentionally send units into storms so that they target towers and forges. What a pro move! This could, but back to the game. This could be it. This is going to be Trini versus Trini. Game point for Hidden. Can he do it?
Oh my god, it's going to be the bees again.
Woo's coming out strong. Look at him. He's just going straight for Tennessee's territory. Not going to waste any time on his tower. Now he's going to do it. Gets a frozen
Hidden manages
forge.
to push out.
Frozen Forge is going to allow Tennessee to take back the area in his territory.
He's already getting pushed back a little bit here. That is worrisome. Is he going to be fine?
Sorry, that one took me a minute. I was like, what? Oh, right. A B win would be legendary. Matt calling it out completely right. Look at them. Both of them are waiting. Farina's got the bees ready to go. They're just all about where they're going to put them. Both of them convert their towers over to villages too, and
They
reinforcing
want
that back
more.
forge.
They want more armies to send flying. They want more armies to turn into actual aerial units here.
Oh, okay. Builds his own village. You, my gosh, builds his own tower up into territory to cross over into Farina's territory. Reconverts his back forge into a village, back to a forge. He's just doing this to build up morale before the eventual next attack. Both these guys are stalemating each other, trying to figure out who's going to make the first move.
They seem to be building up the courage
Yeah.
just by building up and down their own actual villages and towers. So this they're really preparing for that one decisive moment. It looks more like a Japanese film where two samurais are preparing to cut each other one time, and then we'll see one of them will just drop down, sliced in half, without ever seeing it. The energy rush is coming in, and still no conflict has happened yet. Both have all of the abilities. Both have a very similar amount of troops. So this is actually insane.
Keep an eye out, guys. As soon as one of them drops a forge, that's always a good indication on when the attack's going to come. So they're cycling between towers and villages to keep their morale building. If you're wondering why the heck they're doing this, the longer you wait without taking action, the more your morale dips. But the more you just convert things, spend your units in those ways, your morale will continue to build. So, but always the indication on when somebody's going to make an attack is when you see that first forge drop. So they're both just waiting each other out. But all the abilities, about equal unit count, it's all going to come down to this final move. And they're
I'm
3
getting
minutes
some
into the game.
anxiety here. I'm getting like I'm on the edge of my seat and I don't know when this is going to end. Like, will they just continue doing this until the time runs out? The run time's out. No. Well, anyway, it's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. They have to actually keep just jerking armies around and building and destroying their towers and doing all of that. This is insane.
Oof.
I
All
can't
right.
take this pressure, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Hidden could call a draw here. Hidden has the most to gain by waiting out Tennessee because Tennessee has to go for this win in order to be competitive. Hidden, he's sitting pretty. He's like, I got match point here, man. You make the move. I'll just keep building my morale up. This is all a mental game at this point.
So if we get a tie, it means that Hidden gets one and Tennessee gets one, and it's a win for Hidden overall in the tournament, right?
Yeah, that's right. They will replay
So
the map if it is a tie. Yeah.
they will have to replay it.
Yeah. They'll replay it, but they'll
Okay.
choose a different hero. So maybe that's hidden.
Okay.
Hidden can just wait because he's like, hey, you make the move, man.
They don't care about us having a good time. They can't handle the bees. True, Matthew. They're actually both going, not the bees, right now, because they don't want to use it. Oh my god, maybe we just have to fill for a minute and a half of lovely things, but let's see what the chat has to say. I see Quality Pets is saying to build the forge in the top to Farina,
Yeah.
and I'm honest to God, I think they're not actually going to do anything, and they're just like playing chicken without wheels, basically, like sitting in two cars facing each other. That's like that's what I'm seeing.
I think it'll come down to the final 30 seconds. We'll get to the 30 seconds. Somebody will make the move. Because
Because
remember,
somebody's gonna nap. Somebody's going to start napping, and the other one will be just like that second faster.
yeah, and just remember on tournament mode, the player don't. Sorry, this is still a conquest match set in tournament mode. The winner player, if it comes to a stalemate and the time runs out, the winner is only going to be if you have twice as many buildings as your opponent. So I really think it'll be in the last 30 seconds. We'll see a big push.
40 seconds left. So you think they're actually going to try and risk everything for that one moment. By the way, 57 people just on the edge of their seats watching this, and only 48 likes. So 9 people need to press like unless they want to find I don't know, like a very nasty surprise tomorrow
Wow.
on their doorstep. I'm not sure what I'm implying here. Please don't think into it too much. But anyway, press the like button is what I'm saying, because we want to give you that promo code for 1,000 gems. And 10 seconds left. Nothing is going to be happening. This is I'm kind of angry now. They've just been stringing us along this entire time, but they just wanted to sit in front of the ocean and get drinks together. I don't know, man. It's just like
it's one of those moments where you want to be able to. The players aren't talking together. They're not in their own chat. They don't have voice control. So whenever your opponent does do something that feels like an intentional stalemate like that, it's wonderful to just figure out. It makes you wonder how they came to that conclusion. You know, maybe there's some known thing. I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat right now saying, "Yeah, I hate this map. Let's just get to the next one." So maybe it was something where both of them were like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna play cool if you play it cool. Let's just get to the next map." Or maybe one of them hates Trini and the other one loves it. Or maybe they both hate Trini and they're like, "Let's do this map with a different hero. Just wait for the next one." But
I just hated the idea of me doing another 3 or 4 B jokes in the last match. But here it seems like everything is starting a little bit faster. And it's a smaller map. I doubt they will be able to do the same.
Pixo versus Pixo, and here comes our first moves. Oh,
UFOs
and this time Hidden's going for the towers.
Going for the jugular, I think. This one's, it's like, seems like Hidden just wants to win in the first 20 to 30 seconds here.
Fascinating. Hidden was like, "Yep, that's what I wanted. I wanted to play as Pixo. I hate Trini." Oh, but not going to be good enough to hold that tower back from Farina. Farina now, does he have enough momentum to take that bottom village?
Yes, Farina has all of the abilities, by the way, while Hidden is mostly out of mana, so let's see what can be done here. Another UFO coming in. Can he defend?
Twice as many troops for Tennessee. 100 versus 50. What's he going to do with that extra unit count? And like you said, he's got all of his abilities. Saving it up.
Just for a devastating comeback, like a counter punch.
The chat's now like, "No, we're back to where we were." But he's going to use his second.
Oh no, the attack coming in. Now.
Oh, god dang. What a perfect third by Hidden. So Hidden used his third there on that unit troops, and everything it passed through he killed. So even though there was that huge wave coming in from Tennessee for that top village, perfectly killed him.
Still, Farina is up on mana and has more abilities unlocked here at his disposal. The building equilibrium is pretty much the same, so maybe they will be able to do it in a little bit while. But will they just stall for another 4 minutes?
They can't this time because this is King of the Hill mode. So as we can see, that countdown timer underneath both of their avatars, Farina is in the lead with 180 some points, counting down, and Hidden's at 270. So Hidden now does have to make a move. And here he goes. He's probably going to use the second here to zoom all of these troops wherever he has to go. Or he's just going to let them flex. Oh, okay. He uses his third again. Not going to be enough. Sacrificed all of his morale for that one move. Tennessee's got the upper hand right now. Can really make a big move. And here it comes. Uses his own third to kill anything he passes or cross path with. Is it gonna be
okay, taking that second down tower.
There it comes. Now King of the Hill mode is just owned by Tennessee.
It seems like it's almost definitely GG for Hidden, and that means that we will have the 9th match, unless just out of the sudden, like out of nowhere, just entirely dominates. But no, that's it.
That was it.
Didn't even wait. Just crushed everybody. Didn't even wait for the points to count down.
So good. Tennessee just.
That's the best type of final. That's the best type of final. We're gonna have the 9th match. And I honestly cannot say that I know who is the favorite here.
I want to know from chat too.
Chat, what do you think? Like, who's winning this? Is it Hidden or is it Farina?
If you guys remember from check the replay on the same channel, Mushroom Roast 2 channel. Go into our videos here. You can see we pulled out just the finals from these exact 2 players last game. And the last time we went to this same call out, it went all the way neck and neck to the final game. So honestly, these guys play at such a high level, and they're always
done beautifully. That was like a boom from top Tennessee. I'm not sure what that means, but I think that's a lot of support.
Good comeback. Let's see. Luke Tremblay saying good comeback from Farina.
So Scott believes Farina is going to win here, and nobody is defending the Hidden's honor in the chat right now. But I don't know. Like, it feels like Hidden was very dominating this entire time, unless he just is tilting hard from this last map. There is a good chance. I would give it 60-40 in Hidden's. Unless Farina really kind of managed to gather the thoughts together, I think I'd give it 60-40 to Hidden right now.
Yeah, 60-40 for Hidden. All right.
What about the hoodie for joins? What kind of hoodie? Do you need a hoodie?
We need a hoodie for joins, man. That's been the dream of
cold?
I'm just freezing over here, and all I ask is for a Mushroom Wars hoodie for me to have a little bit of warmth in my life, like those ads you see when you play Mushroom Wars of the little girl that's always being affected by the cold winters. That's me, but I just need a hoodie to save.
So like you want like a Mushroom Wars merch hoodie, yeah?
Yeah, trust me, it's been like it's been a joke in the community forever because everybody got hoodies at one point. I was like, oh, I'll take a hoodie. No hoodie for joins. I love that.
That's too bad. That. Lex is still loving Stannis. I think Lex is maybe behind like 30 minutes, but there's a lot of good stream still for him yet. So we have a very long replay. This means I guess like Farina and Hidden are like doing push-ups and standing in waterfalls and like running up the stairs before the last match to just have it. Yes, and 100 likes on this stream, and we'll release a special promo code, which we are at 49 likes, and we really, unless we bring in some relatives and unwilling participants and people from the streets, I'm afraid we're not going to be hitting that 100 unless just like really do an extra push. Yeah. Oh, there's 60 people watching. Okay, I'm taking it back. I'm gonna go to my alt account and like this stream. This is how much I'm invested. I'm going to an alt account right now.
I know all of you have the option in YouTube to press switch account, and you got your alt account. Do it and press like.
Yeah, let's bring it up any way we can. We need more likes. We just need a lot more likes than this. And okay, we're at 54 now. Okay, like I just need to go to alt accounts, press like, and if you have like that sibling who is really into being an influencer and has like 17 different accounts, go pester them about it. Okay, we're at 58 likes. We just need 42 more. We're almost there.
You can do it.
You can do it. Just go register new Google accounts. Go quickly.
Go
we have like 58 likes. We just need 42.
Here it is. Tennessee final game, everybody.
Final game, 4-4. Woohoo!
Another bogey match. Oof. All right, this is going to be tough.
Those grassy villages that just produce all of the armies, all of the mushrooms. And it seems like Farina is just a little bit faster at grabbing the villages. It means it's going to be just a little bit of an advantage in terms of building new armies and upgrading them.
Both of them pushing out. Looks like Hidden has a little bit more of the area control on the right side, and he was the first to drop his forge, but here comes an attack from Tennessee. Takes the tower on the left, bottom left, just for a little added defense for him while he continues to get everything on his side. Oh, right as Hidden was going for that tower, he gets hit with Bogey's mines on the top. It gives Tennessee just a little bit extra time to reinforce all the villages up top. Here comes a counterattack.
Okay, this is going a little bit in Farina's favor, but I can see that Hidden is building up troops pretty quickly. There's like the tower is punishing here, hidden on the bottom. They're fighting for the left corner, and Farina is going to take the village from him.
Hidden gets the top one. Now he's going for his main. Is he going to be able to take the main back from him? Tennessee, no, he's not. Wow, that was so close. Hidden is really in the lead here, it feels like.
Okay, Farina is almost 100 units up and sending a giant wave to try and get another village from the left corner. And he does it! He does it!
All right, here comes a counterattack going for that main building from Tennessee. Not going to be enough, even though he drops bogeys first on it. Bogeys first, remember, for everybody, kills units in it and stops production. But it's not going to be enough. Still locked where they were. Both equal-ish morale, although, yeah.
Hidden has enough for a tornado unlocked. So there's giant waves going in for both towers. Hidden is going to use his second to get both of the towers. But now he's going to be stopped by a giant wave. And the skill here coming in from Farina. There's a shootout of towers happening right now. Such a big morale advantage on the side of Farina, even though the armies are very close. The first...
Oh my god! Look at this, 4 morale to 0. Tennessee is in the lead right now. All he's got to do is take advantage of this. Because Farina, or Hidden, cannot stop himself. And here comes the big attack from Tennessee into into Hidden's territory. Takes out the grass house.
The first grass village is being taken. Now it's 5 extra productive villages on the side of Farina, and he's already at a big morale advantage. And he's taking another village, actually the forge, from Hidden, and it's sending the biggest wave we've seen all game on this map. And it's going, I think, to go for another forge maybe here.
Tennessee is stealing all the morale from him as he keeps doing it. Dropping one building at a time. He just will not stop pushing.
And that's it.
And takes it.
That's it. Actually, Hidden is going to give up, making Farina, Tennessee, the winner of this cup, just like the guy here in the chat actually predicted. Tennessee without lags, Woodastic said, is going to win, and he's going to be, again, the champion. But I think this victory was not easy for Tennessee at all, or should we say Farina. It was really, really, really impressive work.
That was incredible, and yeah, 100%. Good game for both of them. Tennessee not being able to take that first two games away from Hidden, had to push it all the way to the 9th final before that comeback. Super, super impressive by both of these players, but really, Bogey's such a character that he's a hero that you can just swing morale by stealing it from the other opponent, from using the mines to stop big attacks like that. And really, as soon as Tennessee had that clutch moment where he had 5 morale versus 0, all he had to do was just then send in troops one by one to take out the rest of the villages. And really, we saw him do that really effectively. So congratulations, Tennessee. What a great matchup today.
Yeah, I see Woodastic did not only nail that prediction, but also won the giveaway. So just overall, Woodastic is a winner like at life. And Woo Wizard is just saying GG's. That was a great game. Yeah, it was actually a great game. Like the first semifinal, I felt was not the most fun because it was just so one-sided. But this exchange of blows was pretty incredible. It was pretty incredible to watch. Really, really fun, really, really nice. I'd love to see some more of the repeats from the battle right now, if we can, of the last battle, because I think was really, really interesting.
Yeah, and again, Woodastic coming in first, and Hidden second, and Vostok third. Same top 3 players from the last cup. It's just calling it out because that's always so interesting when we see repeats like this. It kind of solidifies that these guys know each other, they know their play style, and they know how to cinch each win from each other. But maybe next one, we'll see if any of them can upset each other. But for their prizes, remember, here it is on screen what each of them are walking away with. So
yes, $200 for first place. It goes to Tennessee, and 10,000 gems, a trophy, and a Mushroom World Champion frame. With the amount of training I'm sure Tennessee does from dusk to dawn. This probably only covers the protein powder he takes to be so muscular in his fingers, to always be the fastest at sending troops. The second place here, Hidden, is also not walking away with nothing. It's $100 and 6,000 gems. And the trophy, the silver trophy, beautiful. And Vostok is taking the third one with $50, 2,000 gems, and a bronze trophy. But important question from Ben Thanking Cat's Apple Shark: how many grandmas can we find in 5 minutes? Because of course, there are 65 likes on the stream, and we need another 35 likes for this to work, for us to share a promo code for 1,000 gems. Do you guys have friends or enemies that you can trick into thinking that they would make your life more miserable by liking this stream? Go message them right now.
For quality pets, just what's at least one grandma.
At
But
least one.
we can get 45 and then, or 35 for the stream, and then one of them I'm sure we can send your way, quality. Promise.
The Game and Bagel is saying Hidden seems like a guy who has spare grandmas to like the video. Whatever that is, like an insult or a compliment or a what kind of remark, I am not sure. But if you do have spare grandmas, Hidden, send them to like the stream. We really need those grandmas right now.
We need them. And just as a final call out, Woo Destic, it paid off, man. All the times that you entered in for the lottery, congratulations, winning that legendary artifact. Really, super good work. I'm like shocked at how that worked. It's a kismet.
I just wish that actually Mushroom Wars developers could license the Not the Bees scream of Nicolas Cage and put it on the bee ability for like a Nicolas Cage skin for the hero. Yeah. That would just work so well. Just like a small gif of Nicolas Cage appears every time the ability is used.
Honestly, it should be an alternate emoji from Trini, because as soon as you get a new skin, they get all emojis, and Not the Bees one seems perfect.
Actually, it can even be done without licensing. I think you can just skirt that like intellectual property line by doing a Not the Bees with the character. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it was just extremely fun cup to commentate on with my old friend that I've known for ages, which I mean 3 hours joins.
We go
incredible relationship. We go way back. We're building up. Remember when we met today? That was such an interesting time in our lives.
I think back on that sometimes. You know, when I'm laying in bed, I'm like,
we were so young. We were so young.
Were. I didn't have
all the mistakes in our lives waiting to happen. Just like
I feel like we've learned a lot, though. We've grown, and our friendship has deepened. Truly.
Yes. Ben Franklin, I feel sad, man. 65 likes is overstretched.
How many we have now? Let's see if we
71.
can
71 likes right now, guys. 71. So close.
I don't think we're gonna knock it out, guys, unless you can get 29 in the next 2 minutes. Benzo, where's your 29 likes? Young. Let's go.
I see El Patroni is already going through stages of grief. He's at bargaining. He's saying 650 gems for everyone. It's like what's like denial, anger, bargaining.
Anger.
Then depression, and then acceptance. So we're like next is unfortunately depression.
Depression, yeah. He's gonna be sad he didn't win the gems. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'd love to see you on the next stream, right?
We got 8 grandmas.
Yeah, well, get new grandmas. What can I say? Adopt new grandmas. There's
got to be at least 2 out there.
Yeah, just like first of all, think of the amount of cookies you might get. Well, anyway, it's good that the stream is ending. It was a fun time, and with all this talk of chickens and mushrooms, I'm actually getting pretty hungry. So, like, that's both are great pride.
All the talk of grandmas, I'm just getting nostalgic and want to call my grandma now. So I think we probably called there. You get your chicken and mushrooms. Call my grandma. Chat.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys joining us. Thanks for keeping us busy and chatting with us the whole time. It's been really fun.
I'll get a very cheap phone and like launch Mushroom Wars on it, and so that it gets really hot, and I'll pretend that the mushrooms and the chickens are fried.
That'll do.
That's my plan for the weekend.
It's perfect. I'll give you sustenance somehow.
Stanis, what is your opinion on Pahom users? I think everybody deserves respect, and everybody needs to be treated equal. So that is important. Pull her now and tell her to hit like. It's true. Anyway, well, we gave you a little bit of extra time by saying things, and still at 72 likes. Lovely to see you guys. Hope to see you soon again. It's been Stanis.
Yep, it's been Joins. Thank you guys for joining, hanging out with us. We'll do this again in the future. So stay tuned on the Discord if you want to keep up to date on the next cup. We'll let you know there. All right.
See you in the next stream.
See you guys later.